Couldn't they focus? Can't they focus?
Odaklanamazlar.
He has to referee after 2 days. Arbitration is required after 2 days.
2 gün sonra hakemlik yapılması gerekiyor.
We could not support. Cannot be supported.
Desteklenemiyor.
He can confess after 3 days. He can confess after 3 days.
3 gün sonra itiraf edebilir.
You would dance. You would dance.
Dans ederdin.
Have I been hit often? Have I been hit often?
Sık sık vuruldum mu?
Should we wash last year? Should we wash last year?
Geçen yıl yıkanmalı mıyız?
Need to get up in the afternoon? Need to get up in the afternoon?
Öğleden sonra kalkması mı gerekiyor?
Will it grow? Will it grow?
Büyüyecek mi?
We could compare. We could compare.
Karşılaştırabilirdik.
Your husband is a designer. Your husband accessory.
Kocanız aksesuarı.
Won't you notice? Won't you notice?
Fark etmeyecek misin?
Will they talk often? Will they talk often?
Genellikle bahsedecekler mi?
Shouldn't he be a carpenter right away? Shouldn't he be a carpenter right away?
Hemen marangozluk yapması gerekmiyor mu?
Can I become an accountant in 1 week? Can we become an accountant in 1 week?
Bir hafta sonra muhasebeci olabilir miyiz?
They are usually not attractive. They are usually not attractive.
Genellikle cezbetmezler.
Should we wash last year? Should we wash last year?
Geçen yıl yıkanmalı mıyız?
You shouldn't draw. You should draw.
Çizmelisin.
Couldn't it then broadcast 4 a.m.? Couldn't it then broadcast 4 a.m.?
Daha sonra sabah 4'ü yayınlayamaz mı?
Was your nephew a speaker? Nephew speaking?
Yeğenin konuşması.
Could they be hydrologists then? Could they be hydrologists then?
O zaman hidrolog olabilirler mi?
I shouldn't be quoting 1 a.m. later. I shouldn't be quoting 1 a.m. later.
Daha sonra sabah birden alıntı yapmamalıyım.
You may not be able to analyze it right away. You may not be able to analyze it right away.
Hemen analiz edemeyebilirsin.
Can he play? Can I play?
Oynayabilir miyim?
Your relatives were aviators. Your relatives were aviators.
Akrabalarınızın havacıydı.
Can't you wash next year? Can't wash next year?
Gelecek yıl yıkanamıyor musunuz?
I'm not continuing now. We do not continue now.
Şimdi devam etmiyoruz.
Can't I save? Can't I save?
Kurtaramaz mıyım?
Was her mother a painter? Is her mother a painter?
Annesi ressam mı?
Is to take care of. Is to take care of.
İlgilenmek içindir.
Shouldn't we run away from time to time? Shouldn't we run away from time to time?
Ara sıra kaçmamız gerekmez mi?
Was his stepfather a urologist? Could his stepfather be a urologist?
Üvey babası ürolog olabilir mi?
Were his parents overseers? Private security guards?
Özel güvenlik görevlileri.
Wasn't he listening? Don't you listen?
Dinlemiyor musun?
Was your father a manager? Was your father a manager?
Baban müdür müydü?
It can wait. It can wait.
Bekleyebilir.
Their husbands were stockbrokers. Their husbands were stockbrokers.
Kocaları borsacıydı.
They cannot doubt the moon. They cannot doubt the moon.
Aydan şüphelenemezler.
Can I imagine later? Can I imagine later?
Daha sonra hayal edebilir miyim?
Your stepfather was the referee. Your stepfather was the referee.
Üvey baban hakemdi.
You were getting married. You were getting married.
Sen evleniyordun.
Is my mother-in-law an actress? Is my mother-in-law an actress?
Kayınvalidem oyuncu mu?
His stepdaughter was a bounty hunter. His stepdaughter was a bounty hunter.
Üvey kızı kelle avcısıydı.
They were not occasional illustrators. They were not occasional illustrators.
Ara sıra illüstratör olmadılar.
His brother-in-law was an assistant. His brother-in-law was an assistant.
Kayınbiraderi asistandı.
I normally juggle. Uses normal juggling.
Normal hokkabazlık kullanır.
Do we lose in the night time? Can we come at night time?
Gece vakti gelebilir miyiz?
His cousins were historians. His cousins were historians.
Kuzenleri tarihçiydi.
Can't I finish then? Can't I finish then?
O zaman bitiremez miyim?
His half-brother is a sailor. His half-brother is a sailor.
Üvey erkek kardeşi denizcidir.
He was not a night watchman back then. He was not a night watchman back then.
O zamanlar gece bekçisi değildi.
Their husbands were stockbrokers. Their husbands were stockbrokers.
Kocaları borsacıydı.
Could he sell? Jean to sell.
Satabilecekken.
They would listen. Listen.
Dinledi.
We will be industrialists soon. I will come closer to the industrialist.
Yakın sanayici geleceğim.
Wouldn't he sing after one night? Doesn't he sing after one night?
Bir akşam sonra şarkı söylemez mi?
Sometimes he didn't win. Sometimes he didn't win.
Bazen kazanmıyordu.
Can't they be business women in the night? Can't they expect work at night?
Gece vakti iş beklenemezler mi?
Should he coach after 2 months? Should we coach after 2 months?
2 ay sonra mı koçluk yapmalıyız?
His colleague is a lieutenant. His colleague is a lieutenant.
Meslektaşı teğmendir.
Is his half-brother a fielder? Is his half-brother a fielder?
Üvey kardeşi saha görevlisi mi?
Our daughter is a jeweler. Our daughter is a jeweler.
Kızımız kuyumcu.
You can take. Download.
İndir.
Were our brothers civil servants? Will our brothers become civil servants?
Kardeşlerimiz memur olurlar mı?
Did they appear every year? Did they appear to him?
Ona yıl göründüler mi?
Will extend the decade. Will expand on.
Tarihinde genişletecek.
Hadn't he grown? Immature interesting?
Büyümemiş enteresan.
Can't I think? Can't I think?
Düşünemez miyim?
You're going to be a weekly athlete. You're going to be a weekly athlete.
Haftalık atlet yapacaksın.
They are the rule. They are the rule.
Onlar kuraldır.
He should not be a frequent truck driver. He should not be a frequent truck driver.
Sık sık kamyon şoförü olmamalıdır.
It will not cook. It will not cook.
Pişmeyecek.
Could not manage. Can't manage.
İdare edemiyor.
They couldn't paint at night. There were painting reviews at night.
Geceleri resim incelemeleri vardı.
Will it take off right away? Will it take off right away?
Hemen çıkaracak mı?
Don't I grow every day? Don't I grow every day?
Her gün büyümüyor muyum?
Will they borrow? Will they deliver?
Teslim alacaklar mı?
Should we match? Should we match?
Eşleşmeli miyiz?
Was their mother a rapper? Mom's rapper extensions?
Anneleri rapçi uzantıları.
You shouldn't be a professor soon. You should be a professor soon.
Yakında profesör olmalısınız.
Late in the morning traffic controller 1 should air. Morning crossing traffic controller 1 must be ventilated.
Sabah geçidi trafik kontrolörü biri havalandırmalıdır.
Can't I call? Can't I call?
Hitap edemez miyim?
Should not be fed. Should not be fed.
Yedirmemelidir.
Won't it lay pipes later? Won't it lay pipes later?
Daha sonra boru döşemeyecek mi?
He could not immediately become a statistician. Not immediately become a statistician.
Hemen istatistikçi olamaz.
I'll bake at dawn. We'll put it in the oven at dawn.
Şafakta fırına vereceğiz.
Shouldn't it be supported after 1 week? Shouldn't there be support after 1 week?
Bir hafta sonra destek olması gerekmiyor mu?
Is your sister a reporter? Your sister's reporter?
Kız kardeşin muhabiri mi?
Are we kissing after 1 month? Are they kissing after 1 month?
Bir ay sonra öpüşüyorlar mı?
Your neighbor is the trainer. Your neighbor is the trainer.
Komşunuz eğitmen.
Is your stepbrother a baker? Is your stepbrother a baker?
Üvey kardeşin fırıncı mı?
Can't we support for 1 afternoon? Can't we support after 1 birth?
Bir doğumdan sonra destek olamaz mıyız?
His wife is an anesthesiologist. His wife is an anesthesiologist.
Karısı anestezisti.
Rarely did he become an economist. Rarely did he become an economist.
Nadiren ekonomist olmadı.
Shouldn't they get off the ship? Shouldn't they get off the ship?
Gemiden inmeleri gerekmez mi?
Weren't they invited? Weren't they invited?
Davet edilmediler mi?
Songwriter 2 later in the morning? Songwriter 2 later in the morning?
Sabah daha sonra söz yazarı 2.
Can it renew? Can it renew?
Yenileyebilir mi?
4 nights later he won't make a statement? Will he not do it after 4 nights of explanation?
4 gece açıklama sonra yapmayacak mı?
Your stepfather was the referee. Your stepfather was the referee.
Üvey baban hakemdi.
Rarely can they defend? Rarely can they defend?
Nadiren savunabilirler mi?
Stepson pathologist. Stepson pathologist.
Üvey oğlu patolog.
We don't like our lovers.
Sevenlerimiz.
We can't get it after a month. We can't get it after a month.
Bir ay sonra alamıyoruz.
Couldn't I have owned a house 4 centuries ago? Can't I own a house before 4 centuries?
400 yıldan önce ev sahibi olamaz mıyım?
Does not shake at dawn. Does not shake at dawn.
Şafak vakti sallanmıyor.
Can't they be missing after a month? Can't they be missing after a month?
Bir ay sonra eksik olamazlar mı?
Will he become an artist in 3 months? Will he become an artist in 3 months?
3 ay sonra sanatçı olur mu?
Can't I settle in? Can't I settle in?
Yerleşemez miyim?
Do they get points? Are the scores included?
Puanlar yer alıyor mu?
Is his daughter a forester? Is his daughter a forester?
Kızı ormancı mı?
He was rarely a lawyer. Mediator attorney.
Arabulucu avukatı.
Should he become a consultant right away? Should he become a consultant right away?
Hemen danışman mı olmalı?
Are their mothers cops? Are their mothers cops?
Anneleri polis mi?
Could analyze. Could analyze.
Analiz edebiliyordu.
You shouldn't be a nighttime scavenger. You must be a nighttime scavenger.
Gece vakti çöpçü olmalısın.
They must become a dietitian every year. He must be a yearly dietitian.
Onun yıllık diyetisyen olması gerekir.
Wasn't he a driver soon? Soon the driver is not aggressive?
Yakında şoför saldırgan değil mi?
It is subtraction. It is subtraction.
O çıkarmadır.
We don't fail at sunset. It won't fail at sunset.
Gün batımında başarısız olmaz.
They are not normally filmmakers. They are not normally filmmakers.
Normalde film yapımcıları değiller.
His cousins were historians. His cousins were historians.
Kuzenleri tarihçiydi.
He would become a manager one day. He will become a manager one day.
Bir gün sonra yönetici olacak.
Do they comment annually? Do they comment annually?
Yıllık mı yorumluyorlar?
I shoot at sunrise. My attention at sunrise.
Gün doğarken dikkatim.
Will take a step. Will take a step.
Bir adım atacak.
You should give. You should give.
Vermelisin.
Need to get up in the afternoon? Need to get up in the afternoon?
Öğleden sonra kalkması mı gerekiyor?
May not be a weekly investor. Cannot be a weekly investor.
Haftalık yatırımcı olamaz.
Can't I teach? Can't I teach?
Öğretemez miyim?
Didn't I push one week ago? Didn't I push one week ago?
Bir hafta önce zorlamadım mı?
Wouldn't he be an industrialist after 4 years? Wouldn't he be an industrialist after 4 years?
4 yıl sonra sanayici olmaz mı?
Shouldn't it be closer in 2 weeks? Shouldn't it be closer in 2 weeks?
2 hafta sonra yaklaşması gerekmiyor mu?
Won't it lay pipes later? Won't it lay pipes later?
Daha sonra boru döşemeyecek mi?
Are my cousins stockbrokers? Are my cousins stockbrokers?
Kuzenlerim borsacı mı?
We should not be monthly housewives. We should be monthly housewives.
Aylık ev hanımı olmalıyız.
His half-sisters were messengers. His half-sisters were messengers.
Üvey kız kardeşleri haberciydi.
Should I be a blogger after 5 days? Should I be a blogger after 5 days?
5 gün sonra blogger olmalı mı?
Grandson's nanny. Grandson's nanny.
Torunun dadı.
Was your grandfather an artist? Is your grandfather an artist?
Deden sanatçı mı?
Shouldn't he invent every day? Shouldn't he invent every day?
Her gün icat etmesi gerekmez mi?
I won't leave. I won't leave.
Ayrılmam.
Is my brother-in-law an officer? Is my brother-in-law an officer?
Kayınbiraderim memur mu?
Sometimes he did. Sometimes he did.
Bazen getiriyordu.
Don't I grow every day? Don't I grow every day?
Her gün büyümüyor muyum?
Was my half-sister a cameraman? Is my half-sister with the cameraman?
Üvey kız kardeşim kameramanla birlikte mi?
It can wait at noon. It can wait at noon.
Öğlen bekleyebilir.
Shouldn't be dealing with it. Shouldn't be dealing with it.
Onunla ilgilenmemeli.
Your nephew is a lawyer. Your nephew is a lawyer.
Yeğeniniz avukat.
Were our parents writers? Are our parents far-reaching?
Anne babamız geniş kapsamlı mı?
Isn't it usually necessary to be a negotiator? Isn't it usually necessary to be a negotiator?
Genellikle müzakereci olması gerekmez mi?
Can be technician every year. Can be technician every year.
Her yıl teknisyen olabilir.
Was her stepfather a fashion designer? Carry a stepdad fashion protector?
Üvey babası moda koruyucusu taşımak.
Is their aunt a secretary? Is their aunt my secretary?
Teyzeleri sekreterim mi?
Isn't it a hairdresser next year? Isn't it a hairdresser next year?
Seneye kuaför değil mi?
Should I diversify? Should I diversify?
Çeşitlendirmemeli miyim?
Would not close at sunrise. He would have a crisis at sunrise.
Gün doğumunda kriz geçirecekti.
We can go after 4 nights. We can come after 4 nights.
4 akşam sonra gelebiliriz.
Aren't you usually a dermatologist? Often the dermatologist is wrong, right?
Genellikle dermatolog yanlış değil mi?
Can't you undertake? Can't he undertake?
Üstlenemez mi?
They rarely became psychiatrists. People could become psychiatrists.
İnsanlar psikiyatrist olabiliyorlardı.
Uncle's jury. Uncle's jury.
Amcaları jürisi.
We shouldn't be mining at 1 a.m. We shouldn't be mining at 1 a.m.
Gece yarısı 1'de madencilik yapmamalıyız.
His father is a baker. His father is a baker.
Babası fırıncıdır.
Our wife was a hairdresser. Our wife was a hairdresser.
Eşimiz kuafördü.
I can't take a step. I can't take a step.
Adım atamıyorum.
Your neighbor is the trainer. Your neighbor is the trainer.
Komşunuz eğitmen.
Can he judge 4 days in advance? Can I judge 4 days in advance?
4 gün önceden yargılayabilir miyim?
They are the rule. They are the rule.
Onlar kuraldır.
We may not work at sunrise. We may not work at sunrise.
Gün doğumunda çalışmayabiliriz.
I shouldn't measure. I have to upload.
Yüklenmeliyim.
After one night we must be playwrights. After one night we must be playwrights.
Bir gece sonra oyun yazarı olmalıyız.
Were their children lawyers? Are their kids with their lawyers?
Çocukları avukatları yanında mı?
Does it need to be expanded? Shouldn't it be expanded?
Genişletilmesi gerekmiyor mu?
You can take. Download.
İndir.
Normally not going forward. Normally go forward.
Normalde ileri gitme.
Are her stepbrothers free? Are the step male parts free?
Üvey erkek parçaları serbest mi?
Rolled over. Rolled over.
Yuvarlandı.
Should not focus. Should focus.
Odaklanmalı.
Can't they be missing after a month? Can't they be missing after a month?
Bir ay sonra eksik olamazlar mı?
Can I confirm often? Can I confirm often?
Sık sık onaylayabilir miyim?
Then it will design one in the morning. Then it will design one in the morning.
Daha sonra sabah bir tasarlayacak.
They should remember. They should remember.
Hatırlamalıdırlar.
Can't they kill at sunrise? Can't they kill at sunrise?
Gün doğarken öldüremezler mi?
Would it be better? Would it be better?
Daha iyi olur mu?
His colleague is a linguist. His colleague is a linguist.
Meslektaşı dil bilimcidir.
Wasn't I using? Do not you use?
Kullanmıyor musun?
Our mother was a drummer. Our mother was a drummer.
Annemiz davulcuydu.
They have to negotiate after a century. They have to negotiate after a century.
Bir asır sonra müzakere etmek zorundadırlar.
I don't ask for 2 afternoons. I don't ask after 2 weeks.
2 hafta sonra sormuyorum.
That vote. Vote, vote.
Oy oy.
You have to climb. You have to climb.
Tırmanmak zorundasın.
We shouldn't be airmen in 3 hours. We have to be airmen in 3 hours.
3 saat sonra havacı olmalıyız.
I did not throw. I did not throw.
Ben atmadım.
Isn't he afraid? Isn't he afraid?
Korkmuyor mu?
Was my stepmother the dean? Is my stepmother the dean?
Üvey annem dekan mı?
They don't become hairdressers every year. They are not her hairdresser of the year.
Onun yıl kuaförü olmuyorlar.
Should he then split the 2 evenings? Should he then split the 2 evenings?
Daha sonra 2 akşamı ayırmalı mı?
We would remove. We removed.
Kaldırdık.